What lies ahead for Kristen Cabot, 52, remains unclear. She's married to Andrew Kitt, the future heir to the Cabot family, a prominent and well-regarded name with deep roots in New England.
This is my casino. Step out. Bring your money.
Who exposed the truth? The two executives featured in the now viral Coldplay hidden camera video were first identified on a TikTok account run by someone who appears to be an employee. The caption read, "Oh my god, that looks like astronomers' top boss, Andy Byron, and the head of HR, Kristen Kitt."
Oh, look at these two. All right, come on. You're okay? Oh, what? Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
Welcome back to Nick Knows Hollywood. After a few days of silence, public embarrassment, and non-stop betrayal playing out online, the man blindsided by the Coldplay kiss cam moment has finally decided to respond. And this isn't some quiet mutual breakup, it's an all-out battle. Andrew Kitt, the man who built a life with Kristen, supported her career, and stood by her family, is done playing nice. And honestly, who would expect him to? When your wife's secret relationship with her wealthy boss gets broadcast on the stadium screen, pointed out by Chris Martin in real time, and then goes viral for the whole world to see. Yeah, there's no coming back from that. Forgiveness isn't even on the table.
Coldplay threw a couple on the kiss cam. Turns out they were having an affair? I don't think even Coldplay can fix this.
Astronomer CEO Andy Byron, who was caught there at a Coldplay concert on the Jumbotron, cozying up with his company's head of human resources.
It sucks. Are you joking? It's bad. It's terrible. It's stupid.
What's unfolding now goes far beyond a simple breakup. It's a full reckoning. Kristen is about to face the real weight of betraying the one person who had complete faith in her. It honestly takes a special kind of recklessness to destroy a marriage, a reputation, and damage a billion-dollar company, all in one night at a Coldplay concert. But somehow, Kristen Kitt and Andy Byron pulled it off, and not even subtly. This wasn't a quiet affair tucked away in some shadowy corner. It was a bold, public kiss caught on camera in front of a packed stadium, broadcast on the big screen, with Chris Martin himself calling it out in real time.
Don't cheat on your wife. That makes you a scumbag. Let's just start there, full stop. But if you want to be a retarded scumbag, then you can go cheat on your wife at a concert where you're liable to be put on a massive camera in front of everyone, tens of thousands of people here in Boston, watching this.
Yeah. Oh, look at these two. All right, come on. You're okay? Oh, what? Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy. I'm not quite sure.
That's a Coldplay concert, and it is the most viral clip on the internet.
There's definitely more going on here. Kristen Kitt wasn't married to just some random person. Her husband, Andrew Kitt, was a respected and steady leader at a company in Massachusetts. Unlike Kristen, he didn't treat HR meetings like dating opportunities. They had just purchased what seemed like their dream home for $2 million. 4 bedrooms, peaceful neighborhood, and the kind of place built for raising a family. It wasn't the kind of home you buy if you're planning to blow up your life with a public affair that ends up making headlines.
Coldplay hasn't made a single in years, and now they just made 2 last night.
Starting back in 2020, Kristen wasn't just standing on the sidelines while Andrew worked. She was deeply involved, quietly helping him behind the scenes with his professional responsibilities. She wasn't just a supportive spouse. She was an active contributor, someone who understood the stakes and the effort it took to build something meaningful. Their lives were intertwined, not just at home, but at work too. She was part of the mission, part of the progress. While Andrew was fully focused on building a future for the both of them, stable, long-term, and full of promise, Kristen, without his knowledge, was quietly putting everything at risk. Behind the scenes, she was preparing something that would turn into a very public nightmare. Then came July 2025, a moment that no one, least of all Andrew, saw coming. At a massive Coldplay concert with the stadium packed and the music blasting, Kristen Cabot was spotted sharing an intimate moment with Andy Byron, and not just anywhere in the crowd. It was in full view with a camera capturing it all. Andy, the CEO of Astronomer, a tech giant already known for internal issues, particularly those involving HR, wasn't just standing next to her, he was kissing her. The moment the camera zoomed in, Kristen's expression said it all. She looked stunned, as if she hadn't realized how exposed they really were. Chris Martin, the lead singer, even made a light joke about it from the stage, trying to keep the mood light, but it was clear something wasn't right. Kristen turned away quickly, clearly trying to act casual or deflect attention, but the damage had already been done. What followed happened at lightning speed. The video of that kiss began to circulate online almost instantly. It blew up across platforms, through group chats, news outlets, and every corner of the internet. Within hours, everyone was talking about it, and just as quickly as the scandal erupted, Kristen vanished from LinkedIn. Her professional profile, years of experience, titles, endorsements, was wiped clean in a flash, deleted without warning. It was gone before she could even try to explain herself. Along with the account, her reputation vanished too. All the trust, respect, and credibility she had built over the years disappeared in a matter of moments, replaced by headlines, screenshots, and an avalanche of online speculation.
I don't know what's worse. Finding out in 8K that your husband is a fan of Coldplay, or that he's cheating on you at the Coldplay concert, or that he's cheating on you with an old woman.
People don't erase their entire work history unless something serious is going on. It's not something you do lightly. When someone takes that step, there's usually a major reason behind it. And in this case, there definitely was. Kristen didn't just walk away from a job. She tore down her entire career like it was the final episode of a dramatic series, leaving nothing behind but questions and wreckage. But let's shift the focus for a minute. Let's talk about Andy. He wasn't some side character in all of this. He played a central role in the chaos that unfolded. Andy Byron wasn't just another employee. He was the CEO of Astronomer, a powerful figure at the top of a multi-billion-dollar tech company. This was a business that had recently secured a massive $93 million in funding, serious money, and serious expectations from investors, employees, and the entire tech world. And with all that power, all that influence, what did he choose to do? He threw it away. Instead of leading with integrity, he was seen showing affection, openly and publicly, toward Kristen, who held a position that made the whole situation even more problematic. Because Kristen wasn't just any staff member, she was the head of human resources, the one person in the company whose job it was to prevent exactly this kind of inappropriate workplace relationship, the one responsible for enforcing the rules and setting professional boundaries. And yet, she crossed the very line she was hired to protect. The entire situation feels almost too outrageous to be real, and yet it happened. A complete breakdown of responsibility from both of them.
As you can see, this is the video that has again been going super viral on social media.
He's the CEO of a software startup. She's head of his HR department. The clip everyone is talking about except for two people who have the most explaining to do.
Okay, so there's a photo of them, right? This is their little tech company. Too bad, you know? They'll be a scumbag. And if you are a scumbag, then, well, I guess you deserve this.
And it is official at this time. We know that the CEO has officially resigned amid this incident, according to the company.
They don't even get caught if they're just both at the concert together. They only get caught because they're openly canoodling at the concert. It betrays a lack of respect for any sort of judgment, but also for a basic value system.
I would pay to be a fly on the wall in the office.
And this is pretty viral stuff. Or do we have to get HR involved? I mean, I know that HR was involved.
The moral of the story here is don't get caught on Kiss Cam.
If you're gonna have an affair, why would you bring her to a concert in public where everybody can see you? What if you even ran into someone you knew? Who cares about the Jumbotron? What if you ran into someone you knew? Huh?
Forget the Epstein files. I want to see the text messages of that astronomer CEO that got caught cheating at the Coldplay concert.
And the tidbit is, that's not his wife.
And can we talk about the employee that was with them? She obviously knows what's going on because she's there.
But apparently, this couple will not be fans of Coldplay for long.
Oh, look at these two. All right, come on. You're okay? Oh, what? Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
They're both married, not for long.
The problem is that Andy Byron isn't married to Kristen Kitt, which makes it pretty ironic considering she's the head of HR.
Okay, so there's a photo of them, right? This is their little tech company. This is Andy Byron. And right down here is the Chief People Officer, Kristen Cabot, Chief People Officer. Although the weird thing is that if you click on their LinkedIn's, and poof, they're gone. Deleted their LinkedIns. Too bad, you know? They'll be a scumbag.
It's almost as if the very person who was supposed to be leading and setting an example ended up being the one who created the entire disaster. What started off as a bad situation quickly spiraled into something even worse, full of tension and chaos that no one could ignore. Then came the video, the one that spread like wildfire. It racked up an enormous number of views almost instantly. People couldn't stop watching it, sharing it, talking about it. And just like that, without much warning, Andy was gone the very next day. The way it played out wasn't subtle. It became obvious that the board didn't give him a choice. He didn't leave on his own. He was pushed out and fast. The whole thing felt abrupt, but also strangely calculated. The public statement from the astronomer tried to put a polished spin on it, claiming that Andy simply hadn't met expectations. But anyone paying attention could see through the vague language. In reality, that was just a polished, professional way of saying he had completely blown it. That his mistakes were too big to ignore, even for people with power, money, and influence. It was a rich person way of saying he failed, and badly. Reference clips. While everything in his world was unraveling in front of an audience, where was Andrew Kitt? While the internet buzzed with rumors, opinions, and judgments, he stayed silent. Until now. At last, someone close to him finally stepped forward and shared a glimpse into what he was going through. And the truth wasn't comforting. According to them, Andrew isn't just hurt. He's deeply wounded. There's no forgiveness in his heart for Kristen. From his perspective, she didn't just betray him. She abandoned everything they had built together. He feels like she let down not only him, but the entire family that had trusted and supported her. In his eyes, there's no possible way to repair what's been broken. He's furious, not just disappointed, and he's certain he will never be able to see her the same way again. This wasn't a small mistake or a moment of weakness. It was devastation. He didn't just lose a partner. He lost the future they had imagined together. Their house, their life, their plans. All gone in an instant, wrecked by a single massive act of betrayal. And what does Andrew have to show for all of this? Nothing good, just an onslaught of unwanted attention, pity from strangers who watched his heartbreak from the sidelines, and Kristen gaining a twisted sort of fame for all the wrong reasons.
HR is such trash, by the way. Like the entire business of HR, like every single HR department is just an absolute nightmare of people who are constantly being used to attack the best people in a company and then do stuff like this, right? On the side.
We should keep in mind that he wasn't the one who did anything wrong. He built a life for them, made a home where they could grow together, stood by her side in her career, and always believed in her potential. Yet despite everything he did, she managed to turn what should have been a lighthearted, enjoyable concert into something dramatic and chaotic, all because of music. And then things start to get even stranger. Earlier this year, Kristen sold a completely different house, which caught people off guard since most assumed she was still married at the time. Now people online are starting to piece the timeline together. It's beginning to look more like she had this all mapped out in advance. What's more, Kristen and Andy weren't strangers. They had been close for quite some time. Their bond at work didn't just appear overnight. They were spotted together repeatedly, at work functions, in meetings, and even at personal gatherings with Andy's family. So now the question is, was this part of some long-term plan that unfolded slowly over time? A connection that deepened gradually into something more? Or were they just careless and self-centered, convinced they could get away with everything without anyone noticing?
This is the guy that is his head of HR. They were caught in an obvious embrace. And as soon as that cam went on them and they saw their image up on the thing, it was the worst cover-up ever. She turned her back to the camera and he just like, he looked totally humiliated, embarrassed.
The CEO of a billion-dollar business is in damage control after his affair with a colleague was exposed, of all places, on Kiss Cam.
They had like the Kiss Cam kind of thing that goes around that zeroed in on this one couple.
Because it's terrible and sinful within old school bounds. It's a normal looking guy and a normal looking woman having an affair, then getting caught and feeling shame and trying to hide it.
Oh, look at these two.
In a moment, these lovers won't ever forget.
Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
And one the world can't stop talking about.
I'm not quite sure what to do. Did we rumble you?
Kiss Cam at a Coldplay gig in Boston, and their reactions said it all. They had something to hide.
Oh, I hope we didn't do something bad.
Chris Martin knew it, the internet did too.
No matter what they tried, the internet figured it out. Now, people all over the web are coming down hard on them. Even though Kristen took down her professional profile, nothing ever really disappears online. Users are digging up old photos, timestamps, and even going through Instagram likes. Every detail is being picked apart. Some have even come up with new nicknames for the whole drama, like HR Home Wrecker and Coldplay Cuddlegate. Reddit is full of speculation about possible lawsuits, and TikTok is flooded with dramatic reenactments. As for Andy, it's safe to say he won't be headlining any major industry events anytime soon. All it took was one kiss and one concert to completely wreck two reputations. Kristen Cabot and Andy Byron didn't just have an affair. They destroyed a family, damaged a company, and shattered trust on a massive public stage. Meanwhile, Andrew and Megan, Andy's wife, are the only ones showing any maturity in all this. They're facing the aftermath with composure, handling the emotional fallout, while the people who caused it all turned a single night out into an internet-wide scandal. Let this be a reminder, you can delete a LinkedIn page, but you can't delete the internet. Let us know what you think below. Should Andrew divorce Kristen after what happened on the kiss cam with her boss at the Coldplay concert? Was it fair for him to walk away after that kind of public humiliation? Or should he have tried to repair the relationship even after she betrayed him so openly? Imagine being blindsided like that. Your wife is caught hugging her wealthy boss in front of a massive crowd, live on a stadium screen, and then the footage goes viral. Meanwhile, you're still committed, unaware. How would you react? Are you with Andrew, the loyal husband and father who was embarrassed in front of millions? Or do you side with Kristen, who some are calling a relationship-wrecking HR executive? Should a betrayal like this have public consequences? Or is there any hope of healing after something so damaging? Let us know in the comments. We're reading everything. If you think trust matters, hit like and subscribe for more updates. This situation is far from over. We'll keep bringing you the raw stories the major outlets won't touch. Thanks for watching, and check out more videos using the links above. Stay sharp and stay updated with Nick Knows Hollywood.